In the previous question, I discussed when the hemispherical dome is there on the top of the cube, then what happens to the volume and surface area. In this particular question, I'll discuss when it is dug out of the cube, that means the object is like this, then what happens to the surface area and volume. Now volume is quite simple. I've taken out something, so volume has to be subtracted. What happens? So volume of the cube minus volume of hemisphere. Again the volume of hemisphere के लिए I know that the diameter of the ball is equal to side of the cube, so the radius of the ball will be equal to side by 2, so radius is a by 2. So again the same way we have done it here, volume of cube plus volume of hemisphere. Instead of this, now it will be volume of cube minus volume of hemisphere. So finally it will be equal to side cube minus the volume of hemisphere, which is 2 by 3 pi r cube. So instead of writing a cube plus, I'll write a cube minus 2 by 3 pi into a by 2 whole cube. Now let us see what happens to the surface area. Look at the object again. Again the 5 faces are intact, so I am not touching those faces. The surface area remains the same, which is 5a square. Now see this particular object. This particular face, the area of this face is side square, that means a square, minus the circular portion is removed, so it is pi r square. Again you can see this thing, same thing here. It is a square minus pi r square. Now why this 2 pi r square again in this question? You can see this hemispherical dip here. This portion is visible. Now this brown portion is visible, which was not earlier visible to me, and surface area is what is visible. So it is the 4 corners. How to find out the area of 4 corners? It is a square minus the circle, because that green portion, this circle is removed. So a square minus pi r square plus 2 pi r square, because now this white portion, this brown portion is visible to us. So the surface area of even this object remains the same. That means 5a square plus a square minus pi r square plus 2 pi r square, where r is equal to a by 2, because the diameter of the ball is equal to half of the side of the cube. So the final answer is 5a square plus a square plus pi a square by 4, or you can simplify this to 6a square plus pi a square by 4. So now you must have understood that volume, if we are adding something, then volume is added, and if we are subtracting something, volume is subtracted. But same is not the case with surface area. When the ball was up above the cube, then also the surface area was 6a square plus pi a square by 4. And when the ball is dug out in the cube, then also the surface area is 6a square plus pi a square by 4. So you need to understand the concept of surface area very clearly in order to get the questions.